Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but now that the festivities of Diwali are over, let's get back to business. This short hiatus couldn't be helped because I had injured my wrist, my right wrist, and I couldn't do any editing because of that, and that's why there was a small gap in my uploads. So before we begin this video, I want to tell you a little something about myself. I have always been passionate about writing. It's been my life's goal to be a published author. And because of my interest in writing, I always consume media with a very critical eye. And I've always wanted to use this channel as a means to decode or interpret or read deeply into the media that we consume. I have always wanted to make videos about Bollywood movies, but the tropes that they use are very similar across, although there are some new movies that are worth decoding. But most of them follow the same script with the same kind of roles being given to the actors and actresses, and most of them have become very cliched right now. But thankfully we have a lot of other platforms like Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hotstar, where there is a lot of new Indian media being produced with a lot of variety and more bold and daring content, and I couldn't be happier about the fact. So today we're going to discuss one such show which has been making a lot of noise in the press and in my circle of friends. So it's the show Mirzapur. Okay, so at the get-go, I have to tell you, I love it. I absolutely love this show because it's so well written.
बैंड बज गया.
Despite all its swearing, extremely graphic violence, exploding hands, really, in the first episode, that too, and pretty graphic, explicit content, everything about this show is awesome. Okay, including the language that is used.
जेपी छोटे भाई हैं हमारे,
पर छोटे भाई प्रचंड चूतिया है.
The way the characters are written, the way they say in character throughout, the dialogue delivery, everything, even the strategies that they use and the little mind games that they play, everything is a joy to watch. I'm a huge fan even from the first season, and I was a little apprehensive when the second season was coming out after the fiasco that was Sacred Games. But, well, I'm going to tell you my verdict after this video is over, so watch the whole thing. Okay, so the first character that I've chosen is somewhat of a fan favorite, and personally my favorite character too, not because of how good or bad of a person he is, but how well he is written. And that character is none other than Munna Tripathi.
हिंदी फिल्म के हीरो हैं.
Munna Tripathi is a character that has been incredibly popular because of some really memorable dialogues.
लोडू ललित भैया जी. ओ भोंसड़ी वाले चाचा.
And the way they were delivered also by Divyendra Sharma, and it's just really incredible acting. You would almost believe that that's how that guy was in real life. So let's break this character down. Phool Chand Tripathi, popularly known as Munna Tripathi, is the prince of Mirzapur. And like most princes, he wants to become king. Okay, he just wants his father, Akhandanand Tripathi, also known as Kalin Bhaiya, to recognize his worth and give him the throne. He is the one who sets off the events of the story by barging uninvited into a wedding procession and proceeding to shoot the bridegroom. And his reaction after doing this, where he just casually laughs it off, shows us how deeply disturbed and trigger happy this character is and how out of touch with reality he is. One of his earliest dialogues in the show is about how borrowed power is not power at all. And despite claiming so, his entire life he has lived by borrowing the power of his father. And he knows this to some extent, and it does bug him a lot. But mostly this character is just a hypocrite. He's usually surrounded by three of his really close friends, including Lalit and Compounder. And in the first season, he is in love with or is infatuated with Sweetie. Munna mostly spends his time driving around in a jeep with his friends and being an absolute nuisance to society, including beating up people within a classroom while a lecture is going on. And even in the very first episode, we see that there is a huge difference between how people interact with his father, Kalin Bhaiya, versus him. Most people just tolerate his antics without ever acknowledging that he actually has any power. Even when he came to terrorize his classmate inside the classroom, The lecturer had a very cavalier, casual attitude about the whole thing, and nobody in the class even expressed even a remote amount of fear towards him. Okay, this is even more exemplified when, after Guddu, the other main character in this story, trips up the person that Munna and his gang was chasing. Munna shows his gratitude by offering him samosa. And Guddu, instead of being thankful and accepting what was given to him, he changes and demands eggs instead. So, this itself shows that Munna doesn't have a firm grasp on how one shows their power. To analyze this character, I'll be using a 3-layer strategy that I often use to write my own characters. So the first layer, the outermost layer, is what the character shows to the outside world. And in the case of Munna, he shows a picture of a very confident, very brash and violent man who is very convinced of his own power. But because of how well the character is played by the actor, we can see that this is just a facade. This is just an image or a mask that the character is putting on. The second level is what the character thinks he wants. So, what he wants above all else, as we have seen throughout the series, is acceptance from his father.
अब आप हमें एक बार मिर्जापुर रन करने का मौका देके देखिए, प्राउड फील होंगे आप.
He just wants his father to think of him as worthy of taking the throne of Mirzapur. And he is obsessed with this fact and is willing to go to any lengths to prove it, including plotting to kill his own father. And third is what the character wants at their deepest. Okay, these are what the character needs in order to live a fulfilled life, and every character or even individuals in real life may not be aware of this. Many people mistake wants for needs, but that isn't true. Needs are our innermost, most deep-seated fear, and these fears subconsciously control our actions. What a person needs, they might not be privy to themselves, and that is exactly the case with Munna. Just by looking a little deeper into his character, we realize that what he needs most to feel like a fulfilled person is to be seen as worthy in his own eyes. It is this deep-seated insecurity that Munna has that drives all his actions. And this is part of what makes his character so appealing to so many. Because all of us can relate to that feeling of insecurity, of fearing if we are worthy or if we deserve what we are getting. That brings me to the strengths of this character. Okay, so Munna as a person at the outset might seem extremely impulsive and trigger happy. You might not think that his personality has any strengths of which we can speak of, but that is not the case. And these are this character's strengths according to me. Firstly, when he applies his brains, he's actually quite smart. And we have seen evidences of his brain here and there, even though it might not be that frequent. The second strength that I would say this character has is that he actually cares deeply for people. Although it might seem to be at odds with his at times sociopathic behavior, Munna Tripathi actually cares for his friends, including Lalit and Compounder, and showed genuine remorse when they met horrible fates because of his actions. It can also be seen in his respect or his restraint when it comes to the character of Sweetie and how he tolerates all her insulting behavior, and he even mentions this frequently that if he hadn't in fact loved her, he would not have tolerated this from her. Now coming to the weaknesses, of which Munna has several. And most of the characters in Mirzapur are extremely cunning, extremely savvy, and they know how to make use of his insecurities and weaknesses to advance their own plans. Sharad is one of these characters and he has exploited Munna's weaknesses beautifully.
हम नई पीढ़ी तो भाई नियम भी नए होने चाहिए.
Munna is extremely impulsive. In an emotional state, he seizes all critical thought and jumps into action. If he just controlled his impulses better, most of the events that happen in this story wouldn't have happened in the first place. So you would have met people in your life that are simultaneously overconfident about their skills and extremely insecure at the same time. Okay, so he is one of those people, according to me. And his insecurities can be further explored by looking at his relationship with women. We know that Munna is a frequenter of brothels, and he has been really harsh in his relations with women, including the prostitutes. And like how most violence against women that is perpetrated by men, whether it be rape or assault or even domestic violence at times, I feel like this is motivated by his desire to enforce his authority or enforce his power on another person so that he can feel more in control. But ultimately, all these types of interactions leave him feeling unfulfilled. And this is exemplified by how his relationships are vastly different with these women that he considers inferior versus people like Sweetie or later his wife Madhuri. I feel like Munna always seeks validation from those who he deems more powerful or more dominating than him. Okay, so very obviously, this is his father, and less obviously, more subtly so, he also seeks this from his romantic relationships. And that is why he is hell bent on impressing Sweetie, who clearly has stated that he is not interested in him, other than the whole men not understanding that no means no part. And other than this, we see that initially when he was just married to Madhuri, he was not interested in that relationship and he had backed off, even though Madhuri had clearly expressed that she was very strongly invested in that relationship. But later on, when she became more powerful, when she got the title of CM, he suddenly became more interested in her. Now she was even more powerful than his father. And suddenly he didn't seek validation from Kalin Bhaiya as much. A person who is really secure in himself or a person who is really confident in their skills don't need to enforce themselves on others or suppress others consciously to make a show of fire. According to me, those people who want to make a show of fire are the ones that are most afraid of not having it in the first place. I think Munna fits neatly into this category of people. Just the fact that I could analyze his character so deeply shows how well written he is and how well played he was. Okay, every nuance, every little twitch of the eyebrow, everything was so beautifully portrayed, so much so that we could even understand the unspoken thoughts of the character. And that is what I love about Mirzapur and all the people who have made the show happen. So that's what I have to say about Munna. Look forward to more episodes analyzing more characters, and if you have any requests for me to do some in particular, please leave them in the comments below. What you can look forward to is an analysis of the Pandit family and then of all the women in Mirzapur. And please hit the like and subscribe button because your support means a lot to me. Thank you for watching. Bye.